Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to the end of the regular season, Season 20 of League 1. It is Week 15. It is the Army-Navy game. This is a top 25 affair this week as number 12 Army play the visitors to number 2 Navy. As you can see here, both teams well ranked in a number of aspects. Army with the number 1 rushing offense in the country and the number 7 pass defense in the country. Navy with the number 2 total defense, the number 2 rushing defense, and the number 3 turnover differential in the country. Both teams right next to each other at number 28 and number 29 in points per game. No injuries for Navy. As you can see, those two probables will play. Thomas, the center, is out. That is going to be a big deal, as you'll see when we take a look at the roster in just a minute. Navy with a strong schedule, as you've seen here on this channel, with multiple users, ASU, WVU, and Mississippi State. Army also with a strong schedule, only losses to 8-4 Georgia Tech and 9-3 Georgia. Otherwise, the rest of their schedule was mostly, or I should say about half winning teams. So let's take a quick look at the Black Knights depth chart. Trey Williams is a freshman redshirt, and he is their starting quarterback. He's got speed, but he's low awareness, and he gets almost as many yards per game on the ground as he does passing. 78 yards per game passing, 65 rushing. The halfbacks are the story, because these are 3 really good ones. Norman is getting 150 yards a game. Nearest makes no difference. 150 yards a game. Jude is an All-American who's getting another 84. Moore tacks another 30 onto that. So they're great. Now Lumpkin here is a senior, and he's not nearly as great. So what we want to do is we want to keep the ball in the hands of Lumpkin and Watts. And we want to keep the ball out of the hands of Norman and Jude and Moore. So it's going to be tough. That's a great running game, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to stop the running game, or attempt to stop the running game, and force them to pass, because they don't want to pass. They just get Jackson back because he's probable this week. But the number 1 receiver on the team, who's been playing 3 for a while, is Jeremy Davis. So we're going to see them going to Davis or Casey Jackson, number 83, rather than Marcus Jackson, number 88. So likely going to go to one of these 2 guys in the slot if they have to, but they don't want to. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball a lot. And the tight end gets a touch, but 6 receptions all season. We're not too worried about the tight end at this point. It's the halfbacks, and the halfbacks that we're worried about. Offensive line, McNeil, 89, then 87. 99 is out. Brink is a 76. That's a big difference. 85, 93. So that's a big difference at center, but it's still a good offensive line. So we're going to try and attack that center, but this is still a good offensive line. Defensively, left end is poor. He's a freshman redshirt. But the right end is excellent, so we're either going to attempt to stay away from the right end or specifically attack him. We know that scramble to the left is going to be dangerous because he's got speed. 1 good D tackle in John Lester. Left outside linebacker is a 76, not great. Middle linebacker is an 82. Right outside linebacker is a 93. So that right end is backed up by an excellent right outside linebacker with 92 speed. Again, that left side of the field is dangerous. These two 94 speed shutdown corners are a big part of the reason why they've got such a good pass defense. They've got an 81 free safety and a 94 strong safety who is now back. So this is the reason their passing defense is so good. Their secondary is fantastic. So we don't want to attack the secondary. We want to play short. We want to either stay away or do things that intentionally manipulate the right end and the right outside linebacker, and then stay underneath, and then stop the running game. And that is the game plan. They've got an excellent kicker as well. So that is the story of the game here for Army, as we are now getting kicked off here in the Army-Navy game. As we mentioned, Army number 1 in the country in rushing, number 7 against the pass. Navy number 2 against the rush, number 2 in total yards and total points against. So, got to try and stop that Army rushing attack and get our game to work. Top players for Navy: Moss, his backup Humphrey, and Bennett. Top players for Army: the center is out, Jude, and Norman, the 2 halfbacks. And it is a snow game.
With us in the studio, I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. With these two defenses on the field, this game might not fit the modern definition of flashy. Unless your definition of flashy is some guy flying in to light somebody up. Hits will be delivered often, and they will be delivered with authority in this game. Which offense can manage that best might determine who comes out on top. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half. Welcome to neutral side action, and we're just about ready for kickoff. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen.
Spanning more than 15 successful seasons and covering the country from Florida, North Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, Oklahoma, California, and Virginia, this is League One NCAA football. From the very beginning, it's always started the same way, for every one of them. Across generations, across eras, across history. Over more than a century, they've all waited to get the same word. To get word that they've been chosen. Chosen to sacrifice. To dedicate. To serve. Dear Mr. Bonner, dear Mr. Martin, dear Mr. Thomas, you've been selected for admission and authorized to report to the United States Naval Academy, to the United States Military Academy, on the 9th of July, 1976, on the 12th of August, 2009, on the 14th of July, 1898, Annapolis, Maryland, West Point, New York. Only they know what it feels like to be a different kind of kid. The kind of kid willing to risk life for country. Their families and loved ones know they're giving up a lot of themselves to support and protect everyone else. You can expect to be challenged academically, physically, morally. Your summers basically don't exist. You have your academics, you have your military duty, and you have football.
Get set to kick this one away.
Yes, it's just a game, but a game that epitomizes everything they're here for. It's the only game where everyone who's playing in it is willing to die for everyone watching it. Since 1890, the Army-Navy game has embodied the timeless commitment of a group of young men and women to the nation and to the ideals that both academies serve. War heroes, presidents, and Heisman winners have all graced this stage. Enemies for one day, who know their calling will unite them when they leave the field, just as their stories do, wherever they may have began. Fayetteville, North Carolina, Lee's Summit, Missouri, Cedar Hill, Texas. Never forget how it all starts for them. Never forget what it takes to decide as a kid that your life is going to be about more than just yourself. From the very beginning, it's always started the same way. Across generations, across eras. They've gotten word that they've been chosen to sacrifice, to dedicate, to serve. And they've headed off to West Point and to Annapolis. It takes a certain kind of kid to commit to these institutions. Now, today, in a football game, celebrate the courage of every man and woman to ever make that commitment. For the 114th time, this is Army-Navy.
Gets out to around the 45.
Maybe after a nice run like that, you try to go up in the air for the play-action pass.
The 3-4 against the eye. I'm not generally a fan. I don't think this is going to work particularly well. Well, that was all right.
Bennett gets 6 yards on the carry.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He's at the 40, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line. So he keeps it.
That was all right.
The quarterback made a very good decision here not to pitch. He saw a break in the defense and just hit it for a big gain.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. The stop around the 29-yard line. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. Short yardage situation here. 2nd down.
Every coach's favorite down and distance. 2nd and short.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
They've obviously found a formula for moving the ball against this defense. Let's see if any adjustments are made before their backs are really against the wall.
From the 22-yard line, it's first down. Hit as he threw, and he completes it. He's taken down at the 18. Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something.
Ooh, that one was wobbly. Wibbly and wobbly.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 18-yard line. He's going to try and scramble. He's under pressure. Tackle made at the 11-yard line. Well, everyone was covered, so
that was a, shall we call it, wobbly?
He'll put his head down and take a hit too. He doesn't care.
Wobbly run. Good evening, SD6. Thank you for joining us here for the Army-Navy game. It's in the snow.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Brought down at the 1-yard line.
Brad, you just don't see this very often anymore in college football. That is their 5th first down on this drive.
All right.
They have great rhythm right now as an offense, and look at that poor defense. They're looking over to the sidelines to the defensive coordinator for some help. They need to change things up.
This is the 10th play of this drive. Dives forward. Loss of 1 there for the halfback.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
We've got 2nd and goal. Ball on the 1. Touchdown, midshipman.
All right. Got to do better this time. It was this 1-play drive for Army last time around. As great blocking and some bad tackling. All right. Well, they gave it to Lumpkin that time. That was good.
On the psyche of this defense.
Gain of 9 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Heading for the corner.
Oh, and he gave it to Joe Jude.
He got the ball and he was off like a
Yeah, that
shot.
guy
This
is
guy
fucking
has some big-time
fast.
speed.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line. Nice run, and he's brought down.
With the tackle. Call it a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
Oh, God damn it.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20. To the 10. He's tackled at about the 3-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 41 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
First down. Big opportunity to score here inside the 5. It's first down and goal. Defense comes out in a 4-4. They need a big play here. Shows some moves and he's in.
Whew. No worries. And yeah, that academy is doing real well against me right now. I'm not
This is a guy who gets the job done.
Not getting the
no
stops
matter
yet.
what you ask him to do, and it's a big reason why many see him as the best fullback in the country.
And he adds the extra point. So a 5-play, 74-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running lanes.
All right.
Griffin has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He's to the 20. He's pushed out of bounds at the 23.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw. One team scores a touchdown, the other team comes right back and puts another touchdown on the board. This is getting exciting.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
And now he's got room to run. He gets to about the 34-yard line. Moss is the kind of athlete that you can build your entire offense around. His athleticism, second to none. We'll see if they have an answer for him today.
Oh.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. Tackle at the 47.
That's not everyday speed you're talking about with this guy. This is a unique burst combined with a really impressive field vision.
Tackled after decent pickup. We've played one. The Black Knights lead 14-7.
To answer your question from earlier today, Mays has 97 catches this season.
And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. And he's tackled right away. Complete for 6 yards, and that's good for a first down.
Heads up play by the quarterback to find his receiver in traffic and get the ball into his hands.
First and 10. Ball on the 43. And he's tackled around the 41-yard line.
Ouch.
That brings up second and 9.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Fires quickly to the tight end. And down he goes.
Oh, great job there by Foreman in between the guys. Floater over and diving. Woof.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. gets it to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, yeah, that.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Got an opening. Heading for the corner. Touchdown.
My kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many.
Yeah, no.
touchdowns.
If you
I
can
just wonder if this offense
if you can get them to come out in man coverage against that formation, it's that read option is money. All right, I'm gonna try some man coverage instead.
They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now.
Oh, that's great.
Get back to the line.
That's a big start.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 25.
Come on, get him down. Okay.
After a decent run up the gut.
3rd and 3.
3rd down.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down.
Oh, and there's a flag.
At the 34.
Personal foul.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a face mask.
Defense.
Come on, Johnson.
Well, that's just too bad. They made the stop, but a flag is going to keep the chains moving.
All right.
First and 10. Ball on the 49.
Yes.
Wrestle him down in the backfield. That was well defended by this defense.
The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
So it's 2nd and 12. Ball on the 47. Throws
Awesome.
incomplete.
That's what I like to see.
Was the intended receiver on the play.
All right.
3rd and 12.
Let's get this stop.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. Aaron and out long. It's the junior. From their own 33-yard line. First down. And he's taken down.
Booker's great.
Nothing tentative on that run at all.
Yeah, I'm like when he skied it like that, I knew that the safeties were going to have a good shot at it. Well, Booker's in his 90s.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 50. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Indeed, but, you know, it's also a matter of, you know, who I can get now, but also, like, you know, I have for a long time, as you guys know, focused on coverage from my corners and my free safeties. And that's what gets you that, is a little bit, just a bit, of specialization.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Ooh,
He's taken down at the 48-yard
that was,
line.
oof. All right, that's not going to keep working.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Tackle made at the 32-yard line.
That, on the other hand, looked excellent pre-snap.
From the 32-yard line, it's first down.
Are you going to switch back? Nope.
Taken down as he works the left.
That's fine.
That makes it second and 6.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Now he tries to buy some time, and he's leveled. The 21.
I scrambled out of the pocket too early before that defensive end was blocked up, and that was a bad mistake because I broke the pocket down.
From the 21-yard line, first down. Brought down at the 21. play of this drive. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. And they make the stop right around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, no, that was a scary throw. I should have thrown it away.
Caught, open field. He's tackled around the 3-yard line.
That was a very, very dumb throw.
This is the 11th play of this drive. Touchdown, midshipman. Great kick. And the offense will take the field, and they're certainly hoping to do better than they did on their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show that they can hang on to it.
He's scrambling. Tackle at the 32. That scramble gets them 7 yards. The Black Knights will use their first time out of the half. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down.
Yeah, that minus 49 was, shall we say, very bad. Very, very bad. Yeah, you're only minus, what, 13 this year?
Takes the toss left. He makes his way to about the 42. The Black Knights are going to call their second timeout. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. Stays in bounds and made a nice catch.
You're going to get one every once in a while.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Got a man complete, and he's hit hard. The Black Knights using their 3rd and last timeout. Has had enough of the no huddle as they call a timeout. So with the half ending, they're just going to try to put 3 points up on the board. The defense puts an end to the no huddle offense by calling timeout. defense burns a timeout here in an attempt to stall this no-huddle attack. Kicks away, and he splits the uprights. There's been no lack of scoring here as we've reached halftime. The score, 21-17, Midshipman.
All right. Navy ahead by 4.
30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollock and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. Do you know what happens after a first half like that?
No, what happens?
What happens is offensive coordinators, they're not coordinators.
They do.
They're gurus. They're wizards.
Okay.
They're attractive
They're writing a
candidates.
book.
Oh, yeah. They're writing a new book saying this is how you move the ball.
I tell you what, when you put on a clinic like that, I guess you can. And you can start thinking like that. Maybe you start thinking about getting a head coaching job as well. But everything that you wanted to do on offense was executed flawlessly. There's got to be some way to stop themselves.
Navy gets the ball. Navy gets the ball.
Anybody can stop these offenses.
Just about set to start the second half. What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see which team has that decided schematical advantage.
And if they can find it, they'll blow holes 3 or 4 axe handles wide. Brad and Kirk will be there to call the second half.
All right, we're going to take a 5-minute halftime so I can stretch my legs, and then we will resume. All right. Let's resume.
Great first half. Hopefully the second half's as good. He just drills this one. He's to the 20. He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit. Kirk, you and I like seeing points. We're seeing points in this third quarter. This has been fun.
And I think it's going to continue, Brad. I think the adjustments that were made at halftime have allowed these quarterbacks to go out and really be able to take command of how they want to attack each defense. It's going to come down to that final drive.
Okay.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. 5 wide. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And he's tackled at the 39-yard line.
Mays' 4th catch of the game. Now he's definitely over 100.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. Navy is up by 4.
That was some rough blocking there, but
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 43-yard line. 2nd down. Zips it to the back, and down he goes at the 46.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. They come out in an empty backfield. Throws incomplete, broken up. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
Gets it away. It's low. Brought down at the 28. Moss's consistency throughout this game really cementing his star status right now. Kirk, this is what we expected of him, and through 3 quarters, he's producing.
Well, we knew coming into this game, as you said, he's one of the top quarterbacks in the country. And how can you not be impressed by what we've seen up to this point? I mean, he's making good decisions with the football, getting his teammates involved in the offense, but most importantly, he's not putting his team in any kind of bad situations. He just seems to be managing the game and not letting this game manage him.
Tackle made at about the 27-yard line.
all right.
There's a loss of 1 yard on the play.
I like to see that.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Second down and 11 yards to the sticks. Ball on the 27-yard line. They bring him down
Yes.
to the backfield.
Third and 13. A like that.
From their own 25-yard line. Third down.
Ugh. Big stop, big helpful stop there.
They're set to go for another round. Navy is up 4. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6. Ball on the 43.
All right, this is a more normal defense.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
It's third down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Up the middle for a nice gain.
All right. I see another coach has joined us. A couple more coaches have joined us. Thanks for joining as we see Navy here in the second half up by 4.
Brought down around the 43.
Only 2 yards up the gut there for Jeff Bennett.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
From the 43-yard line. Second down. Navy holds a 4-point lead. Now he tries to buy some time. Stays in bounds. to
Big
make a nice
catch by Williams. Had to lead him out there and then let him stop on a dime.
From the 25-yard line. First down. And he hits him hard at the 16-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Great job there by Bennett to get 9.
yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
Oof.
About the 14-yard line.
Lost the block and had to slip around. That was a good job there by Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Save some bacon on that one, Jeff. You saved some bacon on that one.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Navy is up by 4. Nice run up the middle.
Jeff's always been really good. It's just a matter of, he's playing with Peter Moss. And so, between the two of them, they are complementary. Yeah, because once Moss gets all of the upfront yards, then he hands it off to Jeff, and Jeff is like, "Oh, you forgot about me. I'm also a 97."
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Like that.
Good now.
And with 22 seconds remaining in the third, Navy's now up by 11.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
I'm not sure if that's somebody I don't know for the Pats, or if you're making a joke. But I will say the Pats had for a long time a fullback that I am a big fan of by the name of James Devlin. Big Jimmy Neckrell. Big fan.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. He might have a chance. Sweep left. He goes out of bounds. 33-yard line.
Yeah. I'm betting that name is probably wrong.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
Man, that is adding another dimension to your offense right there. Way to find another wrinkle.
So with 1 quarter...
Kevin Falk. Okay. Yeah, no, I know exactly who Kevin Falk is. Yeah. I love Kevin Falk. And yeah, he didn't get enough respect from the rest of the league. I agree with that.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. He's taken down around the 49-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
And he's taken
Yep.
down at the 49.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 49-yard line. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff. Defense coming. Slides down to the ground. 5, maybe 6 yards there on the scramble.
So I never went back to typing my sounds. It's just the way that my soundboard works is what the board does is it types in chat and then the bot does the thing, because I want to have the record of the sound effects in the chat log.
Halfback's got it on the
Yes.
They'll bring him down at about the 45. A yard, if even that, on the play-action pass.
It's a nice play by the defense to shut down all the lanes, so this halfback wasn't able to make anything happen on that play.
Very aggressive to go for 4th and 4 here.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field. Scrambling around. Tackle at the 44-yard line. Pitch, and he's got some room. Nice run there. The halfback option good for 7 yards.
7 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42. He scores. What a play. So they're just about set to get the game going again.
You knock your ass on wood right now.
Now he's scrambling. He's tackled around the 29-yard line. The quarterback trying to make a play.
Well, he did a nice job of getting some yards there on the scramble, but he needs to learn to slide to avoid those big hits.
From their own 29-yard line. Second down. He's scrambling. Decides to slide. Watts picks up about 4 yards after pulling the ball
Yeah,
out,
that's still too
scrambling there.
close. You back off. It ain't over until the clock hits 0. That is correct.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Oh, not much. Just playing the Army-Navy game. Oh, crap. And the fullback got through.
At about the 43-yard line.
Always, yeah. No, it's a big one.
From their own 43-yard line. It's first down.
We're ahead, but game is not over.
It could be that the offensive coordinator is trying to lure the secondary in to play more press coverage, and then they'll try to take advantage by going deep. Those safeties better be ready.
From their own 46-yard line. It's second down.
Oh, what a catch.
And down he goes at about the 37-yard line. And that's what we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely nice pass play here. The quarterback shows some guts here throwing this one into coverage, but good accuracy, and again, great timing on the throw.
Lets it go. Incomplete pass.
I know that this quarterback and wide receiver were very confident they'd be able to execute this play. They worked all week long in practice on this play. The problem is the wide receiver got too close to the boundary, just didn't give himself or the quarterback's throw much of a chance to make the reception.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Oh, good breakup. Good hit. That gets us to 3rd and long. That's where we want to be.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
That's where we want to be. Oh, he got. They've given that to him. That's a
This
shame.
passing game can be very effective if you don't get enough pressure on the quarterback. They use their personnel well and can be very tough to defend.
He's going to try and scramble. Fumble.
Oh, and they keep it on the fumble.
At the 24-yard
I would
line.
love to pick that up. I think we've got to stay in our 10-yard defense because that seems to be what they're doing.
From the 24-yard line. Second down. He's out of bounds. At about
Okay,
the
3rd and
19-yard
3.
line.
They're probably going to go shorter.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
But I still need a spy because their quarterback likes to scramble.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Caught with room to work. On
Ooh, they call him short. That's good for me. But they can get 4th and 1. I'm not, unfortunately. I think the likelihood of them getting 4th and 1 is pretty high. But they have already failed once.
Just under 2 minutes in the game.
Yes!
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
That is Army's 2nd turnover on downs. If I can get a 1st down here, that pretty much ends the game because they're going to have to spend timeouts. The running game's been working, so I'm going to continue with the triple with the option game.
Some big gaps for the running back last time.
Oof. That didn't work so well. But it starts the clock. They're not calling a timeout yet, which is nice.
From their own 17-yard line. 2nd down.
All right. Bennett gets us to 3rd and 3. That's good, and the clock is still rolling. Interesting.
They need about 3 yards to get the 1st down here on 3rd down.
They may be conceding, yeah, which is sort of why I'm doing this. Because if I can get the 3 yards up the gut, then the game is over.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
What I'm going to do here, because I don't want to risk my starter, obviously, because I need Peter Moss to play in the American Conference game next week. I also don't want to risk Jeff Bennett, so I'm going to sub in Martin. And because I have to call a play, and they can call a timeout after this play. So I want to try and get some yardage here. But I put in the backups so that nobody gets hurt. No starters get hurt. And they don't call timeout, that's game. Thank you, Coach Silent. It's a big win for the Navy midshipmen. It gets us to 11-1. Next week here on this channel on Thursday night, you can see the number 2 Navy midshipmen take on the number 1 USF Bulls. You heard that right. Number 1 versus number 2 next week, Thursday night, here for the American Conference Championship. Great game for Navy on offense the entire time. The running game worked. The option worked. The short passes opened up. The long passes, we played good complementary football. Army's running game really worked very well in the first first half. They had that big 70-yard run to start the game because we had some terrible blocking on that first play, and their quarterback ran all the way. And then they got a number of really good passing yards, but eventually we just kept hitting them, and it forced them to go to Lumpkin, who was their fullback and their worst ball carrier of the 4 possible ball carriers, which was always the game plan. We always wanted them to go to Lumpkin. And for a while, Lumpkin was getting 4 yards. But once we knew they were going to Lumpkin, because we were stopping other things, we then focused on Lumpkin, and that's how we got, a 3rd and long that gave us a pick and 2 turnovers on downs. So that was really what happened. So thank you again for joining us here. This has been the Army-Navy game here in Season 20 of League 1 College Football. Let's take a quick look. All right. So if we exit here, yes, eat your heart out, Big Ten and SEC, indeed. All right. So the American is not the only conference title that you'll see next week here, on a variety of Twitch channels. So let's check that out real quick. All right. Okay, so conference standings here. So the American West, as you see, Navy now 11-1, will be taking on the 9-2 USF Bulls. USF only having lost to Navy, and Mississippi State, another user player in this dynasty. All right, so the ACC is Florida versus Duke. Duke is coached by Coach Silent. You can check him out on his channel, Coach Silent. You'll find that next week. All right. Come on. Don't freeze on me. All right, the Big 12. West Virginia is Coach Brack, and he will be taking on Oklahoma State. That'll be a great game, but it will not be on Twitch, unfortunately. The Big 10 will be Michigan. Unfortunately, the user Indiana lost the tiebreaker to Michigan. It'll be Michigan versus Northwestern at 10-2. Florida International, 10-2. Will take on user UTSA on King Cyanide's channel. So check that out for that game next week. Kent State versus Ball State. No users there. No users in the Mountain West. The pack is going to be Oregon State versus Arizona State. So you can check that out on his channel. And then the SEC, Plymouth Brewers channel, I should say, is going to be Georgia versus Mississippi State. So have a great week. Check all those out next week. And in the immortal words of Coach Spector, have a great week.